Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about the good, the bad, and what can F125 improve for F126. So let's get into it. Whilst we know the game is now entered its half-life cycle, it's been out since the end of May, and it of course it's been about 7 months, I think 6 months. And did I have fun? Did you guys have fun? Of course, let me know in the comments for that one as well. I don't think we all had loads of fun. I think it just depends on how you approach the game. And of course, if you guys watch my channel over the year the past 2 years, I've always focused on career mode. That the main living point of my channel is the career mode. It's the most important thing on my channel, and I can admit that starting to get there a little bit stale. Is that because I'm getting bored? No, it's the game. It starts getting a bit too repetitive, so I had to come up with short line, which I have been doing obviously, planning for short line. How can I keep fun for you guys, entertaining you guys for that is what I'm gonna talk about, the bad, the good, the improvement they can do for the game going into next year. So first off, I'm going to talk about the main issue that the game, every games have, and that is the bug issue. So I'm gonna name you three of them, and you guys can let me know in the comment if you have experienced those issue, or you haven't, or you got another bug that I've not named inside this note. But so the first one is the red flag. There's been a situation with the red flag inside my game where I get taken from my petition. So I give you a example. I think it was happened last year again, because I remember that the beginning of the last year, wasn't it, where the first time it happened was in Canada, where I had a crash or something, and then I've been removed from my original position last day P1 all the way to P17. P17, how that hard, but has happened to me in this year game, but not as bad. And what I'm gonna explain is two incidents has happened, which Miami and Singapore of season 3 career mode on my team. So Miami, we had a no fly situation. I was in P7 somehow, magically. I've been placed down into P14. How to explain that? Even I had no explanation. Even when I do commentating, I had to act like shot, even like my head. I was annoyed, you know what I mean? So it was very annoying. I want to say it's a bug, but it's tactically a bug. There's such an time it happened within Singapore, which was the actual video that we are watching right now. That situation was very annoying, even though I've only lost one place after the red flag. I was ahead in the lead. Short Russell was gonna win. And Singapore, he was having a good racing, even though it was very early on. I knew we had to pay, but then the red flag happened. We've been swapped into second place behind Otto Piastri when Piastri had even overtook one. So that type of thing, it may seem small, like, compared to what happened last time and last year, then I think it was last year that had happened. It, it's a bit different, but why did that bug happen? Should have been fixed anyway, because you will learn your lesson from the past, and you should be able to learn your lesson anyway and fix the problem before anything like this happened again, you know what I mean? But the second one, I think everyone dealt with this one. I've heard many people spoke about it, and that is the top tap. My god, the top tap situation is bizarre. It's just crazy. I think the top tap was like a new thing for this year game, where it actually worked. Like, it was the new addition to the game. But clearly now, it's broken. I got myself into almost or over 200 million season budget in the top tab in season 9. It was already way over in the beginning of season 2. How do you even have that? I mean, actually, to be honest, I did it on purpose to see what type of punishments I do. There were none. There were no punishment, and I'm just like, am I feeling lucky or it just broken? So I kept doing it until eventually you get to it, but you hasn't. And I think Matt 212 had that problem, and I don't know about the other, but I do believe it's like the common problem inside the game among every other F1 um, casual players and things like that. They dealt with that, I believe. So it's very annoying situation to deal with it, but I was hoping for lyrics. I'm of a guy who loves wave for some inside the game. I've loved that, but unfortunately, I've not done that. And the other situation, which has been fixed by the way, the AI being too weak or too strong. The perfect example for this is some track. You can dominate it, and the AI might seem a little bit too. I don't know what's the word for it. More like passive, if that's not right, like it let you throw, barely even defended, or if they get too strong, that's what we prefer if they're strong on defense, but that's not why they're too strong. They're too strong that they are so OP on display. Specifically, example in Miami, I have dealt with that one where they were ballistically quick, and I'm like, ah, how are you that quick? For example, it could be the Alpine that's touching the new, but I mean, the fact the car they knew in the performance is hard. How is that even possible? So that target thing, I knew, yeah, we are dealing with that now, aren't we? That was in the part, it's been fixed, by the way, let's clarify it, it's been fixed. And sometimes they are very strong in the wet weather. When they come, it just seems a little bit too and they understand our style, you know what I mean? That's how it feel. And it can get annoying because you'll sit here thinking, but that's not how they are like in real life, are they? Or if you're not very good at the game and you're trying to learn and it's just like maybe you laughing with 50 AR difficulty and they like that and you compare it with different tracks, you'll be thinking, is it me that is bad at that track, or is it them that are too strong? That's the issue. I don't know about the others who have dealt with it problem. How did they feel about it? You can let me know in the comment. How did you feel about that situation? So that is the but that I have experienced in my time inside the F125. So we are moving on to the bad thing. The bad thing of the game, to be fair, I only got one, and the reason I only got one is because that's the only thing I've focused on the most on the game, and that is the career mode. So the bad thing about career mode, do I love career mode? Yes. Going back to last year, to last career, I enjoyed so much the competitive but high detail from last year's game. Was absolutely crazy. I enjoy battling with them, the controversy and things like that. This year then, the career mode, especially in my team where you don't get the chance to make your own story inside it that we know back then. You need to have owner driver, but this year it taught my team 2.0. And to me, when I found out they're not doing owner driver, I just thought, well, it's gonna be basically like F1 Manager. I enjoy F1 Manager more when it comes to my team. F1 Manager provide the best entertainment. Is it more realistic? Where F125 it lost. They're the big difference. And if they done own it rather, that's where I can have fun. But if I can continue culminating the short line going up. Even I'm doing that now with Russell, Matt Verstappen, Charles Lando, Matt Verstappen, Albon, 30 at the yellow. I have the little subplot of the storyline inside the main storyline. Who is going to win the season 3 world champion? So that's where I feel like the career mode just felt stale because it just feels repetitive and it's just like what am I supposed to feel inside it? The third two season was perfectly okay, but for me, I'm on season, nearly season 4. I'm afraid to jump into season 4, which is the big deal we got right now in season, like, they no vaccination chain, and that annoys me. Just have the vaccination chain, just mix things up, that's what I want, but unfortunately that's not happened yet for me. I know the things that happen, and going into season 4 now, I'm thinking, should I carry on? I got a storyline doing that one, which is gonna be the brand new team coming into the play the racing board, and that is the Cagliari F1 team, or MXG Racing, which is the Italian Maserati, that's it, Maserati MXG Racing, going into the racing ball, and I put the vote onto the community poll. You can go ahead and vote if you want for whichever team you want to come in and play the racing ball. I have the new mod to try and keep up the storyline, and sometimes it gets annoying because I sometimes prefer using the base of the game because that's how it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? But since the company of EA, and well, I'm mainly blaming it on EA, or partly blaming it as well to Codemaster for not actually fixing the career mode. They say it's fixed, but it's still the same issue every single year. It gets boring without any modular, any of without the repetitive issue. Keep making changes, supply changes, things like that. Make your own choice in imagination. All of those awesome little things that you can do, which is what everyone manager got. It's the vote on imagination. There's always imagination every single year in everyone manager. Why try to do the same to everyone 25? It doesn't have to be all of it to have one imagination per year, and then per season, and maybe one of the seasons have everything. That kind of thing I'm asking for, but that it probably what reason that career mode do feel a little bit boring and repetitive. That is the only bad thing I've got for the game. I can't think of anything else because there is a reason on this later down the line. So if you got anything or the bad things about the game, let me know in the comments about that one. Just we have a chat about it. You guys might have a different experience. So personally, that's what I like to find out. So the good thing about the game is the handling. I need a steering wheel, which you can see right now. I've only just used the steering wheel began in season 2, I think, and it's been a different experience. It felt more fun. That's probably what made it fun for me to play F1, because I had this. The steering wheel. If you want to know why it's most star. I know it's flipped, but most star, they are the best steering wheels you can get. It can be a little bit pricey, but it's still very good. Best quality to have, to be honest. So, of course, the handling of the game, there's been some situation in all the game where it felt perfect example at 120 where it felt like you driving but you're sliding on the ice. All of those little things. I never played F122. I decided not to get it due to the review of it was that bad. And I was doing YouTube at the time. But I started YouTube F120 and I never felt any conflict with the steering wheel that I can think of, to be honest. So I think the handling of the game, of the car, the gameplay felt better. That's what I always say. That my opinion. That's how I feel. And the other good thing about the game is, obviously, I mentioned it in the bug issue, the AI that related to the good. The AI feel more active. It felt active. One example I should use is Australia and Mexico, who probably mostly not until this video come out after this one, I think, in Mexico and Australia, two perfect examples where there was more chaos, loads of drivers in there, contact, contact. Give it to me, give it more. That's what I want, and that has what it's been in some time in other tracks. It's not happened every single one of them, but sometimes you have one like it just feel boring. But most of the tracks that I've living on AI actually giving it all to you, bars into you, side swipe or being very shooty, or being basically just what Lance will do, that type of thing. That is what I like, but it make me jump out of my shit. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? You know what I mean? That is what I like. That feeling is what I like. And that's what I say to AI. Half it's been felt with, the slate like OP, Mother OP, even despite those issues, it still feels really good to live against them, and that's what I like. But sometimes in the past game, the AI was just move out to the right, and why would to do that? One time I dive bombed on Matt Verstappen inside of 125, he bloody blocked me. You know what I mean? That why. You can see a bit different here. To Matt Verstappen would try intentionally block you or something. So that is what I say is the good thing on this game is the AI also has improved. The other one is lava transfer. We know lava transfer can get bad sometimes, but the best thing about it is that you get to adjust the possibility of them leaving or retiring or whatever in the inside the setting in the career mode. You have to be in career mode. I think the only way to access into it properly, from my experience, I have to go into the way, set it up basically, and that's annoying, but it doesn't matter to me. So inside that, you have the option to standard into I put my on into but I do adjust it sometimes depending on the season. So let's say during the season 4, but it's on into the season 4. If there's the big change, let's say 5-6 rather made the big change, swapping team retired. I'm like, okay, perfect. During the season 5, you put down standard only to depend how many rather love their team. That is how I approach to the rather transfer, and that is the good thing about it, rather transfer. It much more swapping, and that's good. But going into the bad, the career mode, the competitive, it still feels like that despite the transfers being changed, it feels a little bit repetitive in terms of the imagination and all that sort of thing. But in that about the bad thing, so that is what I like about rather transfer. It felt improved. That's what I was saying. So those are the judge. Let me know the comment of your own judge. What do you have that you have experienced inside the game that basically makes you have fun and a good experience? So we are going to the final one, which is the improvement. The improvement, there's about, well, to be fair, it's loads and loads and loads, only because of so the first one is bud, but there's loads of bud that you have to try and fix. Sometimes you don't notice, but you have to try your best to fix it. And to be honest, going to F126, can we expect bud be everywhere? I think not have to expect it due to hopefully they actually will follow the regulation of the 2026 car for the F126 next year. If that's what they're gonna do. But yeah, the bug, you have to might expect the bug to happen in there. If they can move on to different engine and Unreal engine, is it Unreal they knew? I actually don't know what engine they need. I need to check that one out actually. Like, so I found what engine they knew is Ego engine 4.0, and I think they knew multiple of one thing, and I the new that Unreal engine, they are one of best, the best engines to have. They provide really some looking games and other things and other games. So I'm wondering why they haven't used that or go through upgrade for better engine. It doesn't have to be Unreal. So I think the bud issue do occur to the engine issues, you know what I mean? Because it's old, but always gonna get in. So that's one thing I can't really comment on because I don't know much about the technology side of the engine. Cause I'm not what to call them, data people. I don't know what to call them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone who actually knows what to call. Please let me know the comments for that. So the other improvement they should be able to do is to fix the top tab, which is related to bug issue, should fix it for today's state. Because if you don't fix it for everyone, 20 you know everyone will be spending. Assuming they're gonna have loads of things for people to spend on, please have that. Please have things that we should spend on the F126 inside the turn mode, not real money, turn mode money, which means like of fertility, so we've been simulated to be Harry Potter like upper manager basically. It should be Mother Sun Star who can have the right activity of 4 stars, just like upper manager. Take some inspiration from upper manager. They got the best one there. Take some inspiration from them. It doesn't hurt anyone to do that, to be honest. That it's hard to example that you need for the improvement to take some inspiration from upper manager, but they'll be really just so mate, ability to buy things like a fertility, all of those little things inside man, F1 matters draw to similar thing, but really it'll be fine that, but in fact the top tab. But that tab it actually work if you overspend, you go over the budget 134 million slapped on with a fine that touch an employee or disqualification. Oh God, imagine you get disqualified in season wait, you have to wait for whole season to get into season 4. Imagine that. You're bankrupted, that's for sure. Imagine if you can do that. That'll be, to be honest, it'll be funny, but I'll be angry, but it'll be funny to be honest. So that one thing. The other thing is forget about F1 World and the bloody battle part. Well, game part. Is it game part or battle part? I don't know what the terminology for it, but I hate it. I hate it. I bloody hate it because the battle part. I'll try the battle part mention the battle part thing. It just doesn't make sense. You're forcing the casual player to buy without real money to get the item that probably not even you inside the game. Why? Why? And to be honest, for the casual play, don't bother buying it. That's what I never bought a single thing. Actually, I think I might have bought one by accident years ago. Back in like one, actually probably last year or 23. I can't remember. I can't remember which one it was, but just what is the point? What is the point? Like what are you trying to achieve? You had to pay for the game. It's £70 for standard, 70 quid. And I know it's a normal price, but still, 70 quid along with the battle pass that can go up. Depending how much you pay for the pick toy, it can drop about 20 quid, 30 quid, 50 quid. Some of them even go for £8, but still, even £8, that's still a lot for something that no one will really realize they got it the whole time. So that's why I was just like, what is the point having it if they say, oh, it's making quick extra money? No one cares. Honestly, what we are here for is improve the gameplay to their own, that bit, the fun, entertaining part of the game. Improve though, people will buy it. We have seen some slight not pop inside the game in the past few years, and it's disappointing because I love F1. It's the franchise that I have kind of grew up playing in a way. Since I obviously done Need for Speed and things like that, but F1 is the game that I grew up playing, and it's just start knowing that they can fix the problem by removing the battle pass, removing microtransaction, removing F1 wheel. F1 wheel is a waste of time. I've used it twice, at least twice to see what it's like, and my gosh, it's a waste of my time. It's boring. What is the point? What is the point? You have level 350, and I'm like level 200. I don't even know what it's called, and I just smashed that very easily. And I'm like, okay, what's the point of doing that? And then I just F1 will just baffled me because what relates to F1 will is the battle pass, the toxin you get going to the people you have in F1 will. I don't care. What most people care about is online. Oh, so where was I? Yeah, I remember now. The online. It's I have done some online, which we have done with open lobbying with people in my stream. We have done league racing. We have done like multiple player. Those were fun. I enjoy ranked multiple player. I don't do it often, but when I feel like it, I do it, and I have some fun. Even though these people are very much, they should be banned after what they've done with breaking points. Like that was the big thing inside the game that I have forgot to mention. Those were fun. They were good fun. Are they gonna be in F126? I doubt it, because they do every 2 years, don't they? So what I have fun with. And I think people have more fun on that than F1 will. And Battle Pass, no one cared about it. Those are the improvements. Get rid of Battle Pass, get rid of microtransaction, get rid of F1 will, focus on the gameplay and the career mode. Bring a proper feature that you can spend your F1 career mode money on facilities like F1 Manager do, clocked out, being fit for real. Those are what they should do. They should focus on the gameplay, on that fit, on career mode, on well, maybe do something more fun with online sides of things in actual tours, or they do special events. I did have fun doing it, numbing, and iRacing do have some special events, though. By the time to take the integration, the problem with it is the corporate lease, that's why it is, and that's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do is stop playing the game. But unfortunately, I don't want to do that. I enjoyed it, so that's a bit of a pitfall in the situation, isn't it? But those are the improvements they can do for the next year at 126. So let me know in the comments, you guys, to tell me what do you think about the whole thing I put down, the bar, the dirt, the improvement, and the bud issue, and let me know the comment of your experience on those types of situations, and give me your own view on the improvement. What can they do to add to the game next year to make it fun and entertaining for you guys and for us as well? That's the most important thing, isn't it? So don't forget, please like and dislike my video. Do you love I appreciate it, and peace out.